I need to fix the squeaking. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Kathaar here, and we got some things to talk about. First big ticket item on the list. We are now sponsored by Dubby. Dubby is an energy drink, and in their own words on the bottle, it says Dubby is a powdered energy drink that replaces other inferior caffeine beverages. It contains zero maltodextrin, zero fillers, zero artificial colors or dyes, and no proprietary blends. The star of the show is their coffee fruit extract, which helps you focus with no jitters or crash. Now, I've never really been one to have problems with jitters when it came to caffeine, but crashing is another story entirely. I've had issues with crashing. So, having a healthy alternative to coffee that doesn't cause you to crash is great, in my opinion. So, of course, once I got the sponsorship, I bought a bottle and decided I needed to test it before I tell you all about it. So, right here, I have some pre-mixed. I just put in 1 scoop in some water. You know, there's no dyes, so it looks just cloudy, I guess you would say. But the flavor I'm using here is one that they call Big Energy Tears. And the thought process here was that, okay, if they're willing to put their entire slogan, which is like the war on big energy kind of thing, on this one flavor, it's probably good. It seems to be some sort of raspberry flavor. I don't know. This isn't a review channel. Oh, it's strong. I usually make them. I usually mix it a lot. Like I've had powdered drinks before. I usually don't mix them this strong, but no, it's actually pretty good. Hmm. No, that's really good. It's definitely blue raspberry. But no, it's really good. It doesn't taste chalky. It doesn't have any like some other energy drinks you might get like a weird aftertaste or something like that. No, that just tastes like blue raspberry. Um cool. I like that. Yeah. But anyway, so what does that mean for the channel? Well, it means I have a creator code. The creator code is Effendi, EFFENDI. Every details for everything will be in the description, but if you use that code, you will get 10% off on your purchases from their website. And that 10% actually goes to me directly, at least as far as I understand it. So if you're interested in buying something like that, all the proceeds from the discounts go directly to helping this channel and helping support me and helping me improve the quality and frequency of content that I create for everybody that watches. You do not have to buy this. Do not feel obligated whatsoever to buy this to support the channel. There are other ways to support the channel. We have a Patreon page. There is a $1 a month tier if you want to use. There's higher ones too, but you're not obligated. And if you even don't want to do that, you just, sorry, can't afford it, but I want to help out. Always the best way to help the channel is to subscribe, like the videos, and send them to your friends. Spread the word. Get more people watching these videos because the algorithm is a mysterious thing and it's not always easy to break through. So getting help from friends and people who are interested in the content that I make that want to help is always way more important than buying an energy drink or subscribing to a Patreon or whatever. So always the best option. And of course, you're always welcome to do things like join the Discord, join the clan chat, although it's pretty quiet there nowadays. My fault. But there are options available. Everything is in the description of every video on the channel, including this one. So you never need to worry about wondering where you have to go. That was a weird way to say that. Anyway, carrying on. So channel updates. What's going on? What are we doing? Well, the next Desert Only is currently being worked on. I'm currently still in the process of recording all the footage necessary to give you an episode worth of content. I suspect this one will be a bit longer. I think it's going to be a bit longer. It kind of feels like it. The grinds have gotten pretty long. If you're caught up, then you know what we have to do. If you're not caught up, then I'm not going to specify. But it's going to take a while. We've been at this for 3 years. I mean, you start running out of short grinds to do eventually. Everything that's left is, a month worth of work to get to at this point. So there's that. Chronolocked. I don't know what to do with that guy. I know there are some of you that are very, very adamant about wanting more Chronolocked. And I think for my sanity, Chronolocked is going to be on pause until Desert Only is either finished or I can count on one hand how many episodes are left. And once I know like a definitive, like, yes, the episode 41 will be the last one or whatever, it's just a random number. It might not actually be that. Who knows? Then I'll start looking at Chronolocked more seriously. It's just these early quests kind of suck. And there was a bit of an identity crisis on trying to figure out exactly how I wanted to structure Chronolocked, because it's not like Desert Only where it's mainly just okay, grind, get the things, reach a suitable checkpoint, and call the episode there, right? No, this one's mainly focused on storytelling, highlighting the quests, making them interesting, making the character Chrono, who's going through them, interesting as well. And it's been hit or miss. Mainly, I've been a lot of misses on the voice acted quests. Those ones are a pain in the neck because I use my own voice acting to try and make quests more interesting. And so when it's doing your job for you, you're kind of just stuck sitting there, staring at the screen, waiting for your character to say something. And if there's one thing I've noticed in those voice acted quests, your character never talks. They never say anything. Most of their dialogue is cut because why have your character explain something when we can have the guy we just paid for voiceover exposition his way for you, like some sort of speedwagon. But anyway, so Chronolocked is not gone. He's not dead. He's just sleeping, deep, deep, deep sleeping. And that's really all I have to say about him. I do have other things planned, other smaller, much, much smaller things, like the Tales of Gielinor, the series where I narrate lore books and stuff like that, is something I want to do again because they're really not that hard, but they're not that hard to make in comparison to a Chronolocked or Desert Only entry. It's not like a month-long process. It's really just a few days. So it's something I can do more frequently, but I need suggestions from everybody on whether or not I should and what lore books you would like to see read. The last ones we did, I think I kind of dragged them on a little too long. If I were to go back, I probably would have read all 4 cave horror, jungle horror, etc. books at once and done them as just one long video. Because by the time I got to the 3rd one, it was getting hard. The thumbnail, I pretty much just gave up on thumbnails because there's like one concept art for cave horrors, period. And just I would have done that entirely differently now. And I think that's probably how I would approach it nowadays. If there's a series of lore books that's like, for example, 7 entries, I will probably do all 7 entries in one video, and it'll just be a long video. But that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. We've dropped hour-long videos on this channel before. Who cares? And I can always just segment them so you can skip to the specific lore book you want to listen to. Anyway, I want to bring that back. So give me your thoughts in the comments below, and definitely drop suggestions for lore books because I'm always open. Newer books, older books. God, I'll even read lore for other games if you want. Like I was reading the lore for Melvor Idol, and it's actually pretty interesting. So I wouldn't mind doing that too. I just wouldn't really be able to call it Tales of Gielinor. But yeah, whatever you want, I'll give it a read. It's good practice. It's good fun. It also is easier to keep videos like that up on the channel. And what else did I want to talk about? I did not write a script for this, so I'm completely winging it, and you're going to suffer through that with me. Last thing. oh, new series, future of the channel, stuff like that. So after Desert Only is done and Telos is dead, and after Chronoloct has his quest cape, what else? Well, I actually do have plans for 2 other series, but I only want to do one of them. Now, I'm pretty torn on which one I want to do. I do have like a preference actually, but I'm torn on which one I want to do. So I think I will poll it. I think I'm going to poll it. I actually have a great idea to create like trailer teaser videos for each one, like opening cutscene kind of things for each one, and put them up side by side and have people vote on which one they're more interested in seeing. Like what Cartoon Network did way back in the late 90s with Billy and Mandy and Evil Con Carne. That wasn't the name of his show, but that was the name of the character, so that works. Where they did like a double feature playing like the pilots for each one, and whichever one was more popular was the one that they would greenlight and run an entire show for, and it was Billy and Mandy. But something like that I think would be fun. It also helps me not have to make decisions because I really can't pick between both of these series, and I don't think I want to do both of them at the same time. Maybe I'll go back and revisit the one I didn't do by the time the other one finishes, but this is probably like another 3-year commitment. So who knows what the climate of RuneScape even looks like by then, and if I found a better idea. So, So yeah, we'll see. Again, suggestions, comments down below. Go hard. Anything else? Yes, there's one last thing. I want to start streaming. And when this video comes out, there will be a poll in the community section that will drop at the same time. I want your opinion. Should I start streaming on YouTube or Twitch? I'm familiar with Twitch, but my entire community is on YouTube because it's the only thing I do. So we have these 2 options here. So I'm going to let you vote on it. And I'm totally fine with doing one or the other, or maybe even both, but preferably just one or the other. So yeah, there will be a poll. YouTube, Twitch, which would you like me to stream on? Now, I can't promise I'm going to stream super regularly, but I am going to try and make it at least once a week once I get started. It will mostly be RuneScape. Mostly. Mostly my main account. I will be doing PVM stuff, the stuff that every streamer does. I've actually started to get pretty okay at PVM, so I think it would actually be entertaining content. But I can also do things like experimentation and theory crafting for the Snowflake accounts. Like, is there a way to surge through the cliff separating the desert from the Wisp colony that's in that like little swampy section just next to the river Salve? The level 80 colony. There we go. Is there a way to get through there without actually walking out of the desert into the Varrock area and then back into that little swamp area? Because if there's a way through, I would use it. Stuff like that. Or, what kind of gear do we need to fight Telos really? Can I do it in full Bay Knight? Dropping everything that my Desert Only account would have on my main character and trying to kill Telos. And how hard is that? And what kind of obstacles would we run into? Because believe it or not, I haven't even tried yet. I'm just hoping it's possible. Other things like when Chronoloct gets far enough along that there's like serious level grind requirements for the next quest, I'm probably going to be streaming those grinds. I always had the intention to do so, just never got far enough to need it. And maybe even other games. I am favorable to War Thunder, Enlisted, Minecraft, Call of Duty, I guess, but I'm a controller player. I play on console. I don't really play on PC, but I'll do whatever you want. It's fine. I don't mind. And really just whatever else. But I think primarily because it's what y'all are used to, there will definitely be lots of RuneScape on the stream. And at least once a week. We can go from there. It just really depends on how well y'all take to it and how well I take to it, because I've never been a huge fan of streaming versus just doing recorded content. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I do believe that is everything I had to say. Yeah, we covered everything. So, reminder, I'm now sponsored by W. If you want a pretty good tasting energy drink, actually, I'm a little parched. 1 second. That's good. Very tart. The raspberries. Yeah. Promo code or coupon code in the description below. Link in the description below. Get 10% off. Give me 10%. Help the channel. Yada yada yada. Drink an energy drink that doesn't make you feel like you want to die. That's a plus. It's a hell of a lot better for you than all the monsters I was drinking as a teenager. Anyway, that's enough for me. I'm rambling. I'm rambling at this point. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please like, subscribe if you haven't already, and definitely consider joining the Discord for more. Links to everything in the description below. Somebody want to comment how many times I've said in the description below already? It's like 10. Jeez. Anyway, later.